Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial. Real quick, we're going to install Stop the Ped and Stop the Ped Extended. Now, if you have your root directory open, 86, Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, you want to make sure you, like I said, have your root directory, open your WinRAR, which you should already have installed. If you don't, there's a link to it on my other video, how to play LSPDFR for 2023. And you can just Google WINRAR and that'll pull it up also. But what you're going to do is go into your WinRAR. Let me move that over. Have your main root directory open next to it. Make sure you don't have anything highlighted. Make sure there's no files or folders highlighted. Okay, and you're going to go into WinRAR, find your Stop the Ped. Click on Stop the Ped, and out of these, the only thing you want is the plugins folder, because if you put in Rage Native UI, this is going to be an older version because Stop the Ped hasn't been updated in a while. This Rage Native will be an older version and it'll crash your game for sure, 100% without a doubt, especially if you just recently downloaded LSPDFR or a Rage Native UI. So you only want the plugins folder, okay? All you're going to do is drag and drop it just like that. That's it. Go into the plugins, LSPDFR. As you can see, we don't have very much here installed, so we're going to go through later tutorials. Grammar Police, Prowler Radar, Call Out Interface. We'll get all of that stuff installed. But as of right now, you now have Stop the Ped. And a couple of these things, inside of Stop the Ped, let me close that right quick. We definitely want to change. Now, what you want to do if you go into and play LSPDFR with Stop the Ped the way it is, you probably won't like the settings as far as people running from you, the things you find in vehicles, weapons, stuff like that. And you may want to come in here and change it. You know, you may say, well, I find this item way too much, or I run into this entirely too much. So you may want to come in here and change that. Maybe a drunk, intoxicated person you stop and you pull over another one and another one and another one and another one, and everybody's passing the tests that you're given. So you can come inside of Stop the Ped, change a couple of the settings to suit your specific play style, and you'll be more happy with that. And we'll go through right quick and just to see a couple of the things that you might want to change. For instance, let's see, the probability that a ped has a gun permit. If you look right here in parentheses, it has to be between 0 and 100. So if you stop a ped or pull someone over, the probability of them having a gun permit, the way it's set now, is kind of low, 25. If you want to change it, 50, 50-50 chance that they have one. When I play it, I like to keep it about, I keep it about right up in there, 65%. That's a good number. Underneath that, the probability that the ped has a hunting license, 75%. That's a pretty good number. But if you're a park ranger or somewhere out in the county, I mean, that might be perfectly fine for you to 75%. I usually change mine, bump it up just a little bit to 80. Same thing with the fishing license. If they're fishing, I'm not really into fishing calls, so I'll bump it up some more. That'll reduce the chance of me having to deal with somebody without a fishing license. Now, if somebody's playing a game warden, you might want to readjust these to make them real lower, 25, 10% or something like that. And let's see, the next one, the weight of red, yellow, green category item that may be found on a ped or in a vehicle. Now, the total of these must be 100. Okay, right here. Total must be 100. Okay, so we'll go back over. A green item, depending on what type of calls you like, what type of neighborhood in Los Santos or in Blaine County, what type of encounters you want to have, you might want to adjust that number. So them always having something that they can legally possess, 55%, you can change it to 40%. Now keep in mind, it has to equal 100. So that's 40. The one above it, yellow, 30%, not that high. Something red, something illegal that they should not have is down to 15%. So if you want to increase your activity, increase your encounters with the bad guys, we can bump that up to 30. So now we've got 40, 30, 30, 60, 40, 100. Or red items, maybe you want to do 40. Okay, 40 on red, 40 on green, 20 on yellow. It's kind of high. Let's do 30 and 30. Okay. Let's see. But like I said, you can go through, scroll through, stop the ped, and find what you want to change, what suits your play style, how much action you want, how much action you don't want. And so you can just go through there, read all of these, and you can decide what you want to change. I already have, if you watch my other video, I already have down here at the bottom, I already have my presets already saved for Stop the Ped. Right here, down here at the bottom. So I'll open that up, Stop the Ped copy. So my Stop the Ped, let's see, where was the speed boost, sprint boost? The intensity right here. The intensity of, it's supposed to say sprint boost 0 through 100. They have it set to default 50. Mine I set to the intensity of sprint boost 98. I don't want anybody getting away from me. So you can go through and decide what you want to change. If you want to set things higher, set things lower. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and make sure nothing's highlighted. Come to my copy of Stop the Ped, copy. and come over and paste and replace. And close my copy. And now everything's, when I go back inside the game, speed boost, all that other stuff, the intoxicated or drunk probabilities, someone passing your test, all that stuff is already changed for me. But you can go inside, like I said, and change it. And when you'll have all of that. And the next thing we'll work on will be Grammar Police, because I have copies of that also. So like I said, just go through, stop the ped, open this little sheet of paper with the little cog or sprocket on it, and kind of play around, see what it is that you like and don't like. And that'll greatly enhance your game. Okay, everybody, don't forget, like and subscribe for me, please. Thank you very much. You know what? Before you go, I did open that for a reason. There is Stop the Ped Enhanced. Okay, Stop the Ped Enhanced. Before you go, Stop the Ped Enhanced in your WinRAR. You want to open that. And let me show you, once you click down in the link for Stop the Ped, this is where it'll bring you. It'll look like this. And there's a lot of ads and everything that pops up. If they do, just close them. If the ads pop up, just close them. Like I said, the page is going to look like this, and what you're going to do is scroll down to this box right here. Don't do this one. Do this one. These ads are ridiculous. It's crazy with ads. Okay, don't click on anything but this inside the box with the little gray folder. Don't click on anything else. Okay, and that's for Stop the Ped. Now, Stop the Ped Enhanced. Okay, and Stop the Ped Extended. Correction. If I said enhanced, I apologize. It's Stop the Ped Extended, but it is in LSPDFR. So once you go to LSPDFR, type in Stop the Ped and scroll down a little bit and you'll see it. Or you can type in the whole thing, Stop the Ped Extended. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see it and download. And once you get it downloaded, open up your WinRAR. Make sure you have your root directory, program files, Steam, Steam apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, and you're going to go into plugins, LSPDFR, then you got to go inside Stop the Ped, the Stop the Ped folder, and yours should look like this if you haven't made any changes to it. Okay. Now back inside of WinRAR, you're going to open Stop the Ped Extended, Stop the Ped Extended again, and you want two things out of it. Two things. Custom questions. Hold down Control, click on Traffic Stop Questions. You want those two things. Make sure nothing is highlighted. Come over to this blank area. Make sure you have plenty of room. Drag and drop. Close that out. You don't need it anymore. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Thank you, everybody. I sure do appreciate you spending time with me. And please like and subscribe. And I'll get back to you with another tutorial. Like I said, that one most likely will be Grammar Police. Have a good one.